Greetings. Today's message is about gratitude or simply saying thank you. So I've realized that as humans, we are good at complaining and we are also good at, aspiring things that are with other people other than us, being grateful for that which we have. Yes, the grass is always greener on the other side, but sometimes you have to appreciate your grass, which is not green, because it's also, you do have it. Okay. Let me just give a practical example of something that happened recently. So I love eating oranges, and what I do is I peel it and then I share it with my little sister. So on this particular day, I took out a lemon and I was eating its peels. So she came to me and she was like, "Can I have?" And I was like, "Okay." So I just handed her over the piece of lemon peel, and then she rejected it and she was like, "I want that," pointing at the lemon. So without discussing what it was or me trying to argue with her, I was like, okay, fine. Then I went and I took the lemon, I then divided it and I gave her her own share. And after she took it, as she like was holding it, she actually noticed the difference. And then when she tried to taste it, she then heard it being sour and she was like, "Oh, it's a lemon." Then I just laughed and I said, "Yes, the moment you asked me for it, I gave you the peel because I feel peels are nicer to eat, unlike eating the fruit itself. So that's why I gave you the peel, but you rejected it and you wanted something. So instead of me telling you, I then handed you over so that you can figure it out yourself." And when after saying so, something dawned in my spirit that sometimes we are going to God seeking certain things, asking for certain things, but God knows what we really want. And sometimes we are comparing, "Oh, because so and so has ABC, I also need those things." But God is saying what you have is actually good, because sometimes if you are going to sit down with this so and so and also discuss about those things that they have, you might discover that yes, they have them, but those things might be requiring them to to keep on working hard in order for them to be sustained. You understand? So sometimes some things that you don't have is also a thing that you should be grateful for. But get me right, I'm not saying that you should be grateful with that which you have and not desire more. No, that's not what I'm saying. Dream more and desire more, it's okay, but all the same, don't forget to be grateful for that which you have. Or just because you're seeing your neighbor eating, sometimes you're crying out to God for lemons, but He is saying, "No, my child, just wait. The oranges are coming." That thing that which you might be crying for might also destroy you. So it's also good to understand times and also to know that you deserve the best, like ultimately the perfect thing. But time will always tell, and in due season, you will actually receive that. So it's okay. Sometimes just as you are applauding for those who are making it, just know that your time will come. But all the same, don't be reluctant and just sit back and say, "Yes, my time will come." You do have to put in some effort somehow, push towards that goal. But know that even if it's not now, someday it will surely come. From the book of wisdom, we have the Israelites who were being slaves in Egypt, and when they were now leaving Egypt, they traveled from Egypt to Canaan, the promised land, for like 40 years. And one thing that I love, according to Deuteronomy chapter 29 from verse 5, it talks about them that their clothes never got torn, nor their sandals. Yeah. And then I was trying to meditate on it and I was like, wait, these people were slaves. They didn't have much. In fact, they didn't have freedom. So it means they left Egypt with the few clothing that they had. And that few clothing, they never outgrow those clothes for 40 years. Also, those clothes never got torn, which was like a miracle in itself. So they had abundance, but not in abundance in the fact that they had many clothing, but the little that they had was having an element of God in it, and it looked like more. So likewise, it's like you should be grateful for that which you have, because maybe with that little that you think you have, God is putting an element of increase in it, and it looks like there is abundance, and it is sustaining you for a longer time than what is supposed to. So I used to just say, when you wake up, make at least 5 declaration or maybe 10, to just say, "I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for." Then you mention that thing, "I'm grateful for." Yes, I know sometimes, yes, it's okay. Even if you want something else, "Lord, I'm grateful for my $2, but I would love to have 20. You understand? I'm grateful for this, but it's okay. I think it's a better way to. But first and foremost, just appreciate that which you have, because you're complaining about that thing and not being grateful for that, but somebody somewhere is also wishing to have that little that which you have. So let's just normalize the mindset of being grateful, and I believe we can go far as people. So from me to you, it's a ciao for now. Bye.